Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Today's episode we're going to be continuing along. We just got done with the elevator here. What I'm probably going to do is I'm going to go ahead and send it down to 2. I guess I can go down with it. The reason I want to do this is I want to set up for the all the way down on not bedrock but close to it, just so I can get the mining aspect done. So I'm going to go ahead all the way down. And the reason I'm starting all the way down, I'm going to set it to the lowest number, which is 16. So I'm going to have all the way down at, I think I'm going to do 10 as 16. And then every level up, because you can get like lapis and stuff a little bit higher up. You can also get gold a little bit higher up, and all the way up at like 30 or 40. You can go a little bit. So I want to give me a little bit of room in case I want to add some floors later. So I feel like the best bet's going to be to go all the way down first and then make our way back up, just so we don't short ourselves out here. I'm on 10. Okay, so now time to clear out all this little bit of stuff. There's a couple pieces up there, but nothing crazy. Just had to clear it all the way out so there's nothing left. Okay, so now I need a elevator control block. Actually, back up. Need to go down one more because it's going to go here, which means I need it to be there. So if I place the block there, and if I stand here and assign it, it should work perfect. So I gotta call it. Come here, elevator. Back up. I don't think I need. Yeah. Okay, so we got that. So we got it mined out. So now I just need a elevator control block. Here it is here. That's easy to make. I don't know why I thought it was a lot, not harder, but I thought it was more, like I thought I'd use a little bit more materials. Not bad at all. Go here, call it back up. Okay. I forgot all the rest of the stuff. I need the little remote type thing. Come back down. Back up. I need the link tool. I only have one, so I'm just gonna go. Here it is. Device linker. And that should be everything I need. Should just dig out around it, but that's all right. There we go. I don't know if it's faster than steps, but it looks cooler. Cool, that works perfect. So then if I want to stop at like 45, boop, done. I want to stop at 50, boop, done. Cool. Cool. Alright, so that's set up for the mining. So we can throw this device linker back in there, throw all this garbage in here. I'm keeping this on me for a reason here. So that's gonna basically, that's all I wanted to cover this episode regarding the elevator. Is that I just wanted to start at 16 at the bottom and then make the different floors on the way up. I'm going to go ahead and set the whole route on the way down, up, and everything like that in between episodes. I don't want to do that now. So that's going to be used for like the mining. I guess this one's going to be used for mining. And then floor 2 could be for power. That's where I could put like the power generation. And then this one we can go, or that one we're going to go up. And then that one will just go down, different floors for different mods. Like the thermal expansion, and then we can have industrial foregoing in another one, thermal expansion in one, mob generation in another, So we can have different floors for different things there. But what I want to do is, as great as this is for power, I mean, it lasted us this long. A couple of them are outputting maximum power is 120. It is definitely it's a very good power source. But I want to use something a little bit different instead of waiting for using the lava. Because once the lava, the tank and the pump in the nether go away, we're going to have to keep filling this with lava. Or we have to go and fix everything. So I want to get rid of it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to make a solar panel. It's not as much power generation, but it's a good start for environment. So it's a good start for getting into a little bit higher tiers. So what I'm going to be doing is in a solar array from Environmental Tech. This is the first mod pack that I've ever used this mod. So I'm not sure if it's a newer mod or not, but it's newer to me. So I don't know all of the little bits and pieces of it to get the most out of it. But I always start with a solar array, tier 1, and then I go tier 2 and then all the way up. And once you get to tier 6, you don't really need any other power generation unless you want to use big reactors, different mods, things like that. But I like to start with just a tier 1. Like I said, it doesn't generate a lot of RF, but it is, as long as it's daytime, you don't really have to keep an eye on it. So it uses 4 litherite, 4 lapis, and then a solar cell. So if we go and look at a solar cell, it uses 3 photovoltaic, we'll go with, cell, an interconnect, redstone, and then litherite. So litherite is just 2 green dyes, 2 lime dyes, 4 flint, and then a diamond. And then that creates 4. So this is where, I think I want to say the first or second episode I was talking about Botania as it being a great mod for dyes. We're going to be using that 100% today. Unfortunately, I don't have a lime a lime flower from Botania. So what I can do is I can use the green dye from Botania and then combine it with bone meal, and then that gives me the lime. So it's not that big of an issue. We should have a lot of flint, and then diamonds we have 100, so we can make 400 of those. So that's not an issue there. So I believe you need 9 solar cells for the tier 1, not 100%, but I believe it is. So I'm going to make 10 because you need 1 to craft the solar array itself. So I'm going to go ahead and make 10 of these. So I need 30 of the litherite, which means I need, what is that? 8. So we need 8 diamonds, 32 flint, 16 grease, 16 lime. So not too difficult. I'm going to go ahead and sleep so I don't get ran up on by a creeper. So we're going to do the same thing with Botania as we did before. We're just going to convert these into petals, plant the petals, use bone meal, use shears, and then keep using the process over. I already went ahead and threw a bunch of bones in here, so we had enough. But like I said, we do need bone meal to combine with these to get the other, the lime. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So plant the petal, hit it with bone meal, use shears, and then you get tall mystical. So instead of getting 2 petals, you get 4. So I mean, this is a very quick way. We just went from 16. That's simple. We only need 16. 16. Gotta go ahead and do that. And then this. Oh, we actually didn't. We're gonna need them later. Not gonna hurt anything. Definitely not. I got my 16. Now all we need is some flint and some diamonds. So all we have to do is go down here and just hit craft, and we should be good. But I should have everything else in here. I'm just gonna go ahead and put all of this in there. I don't need it for right now. Eventually I'm gonna need it again, but alright, there's 32. I only needed 30, I believe, if my math was correct. So that takes care of the litherite. Now we also need the photovoltaic cells. I'm just going to call these solar panels. I know it's going to get confused because these are solar cells, but these are just, I'm just going to call these panels. it's easier for me than saying photovoltaic cell. So I'm gonna go ahead and make a bunch of these. I'm gonna need a. When I say I need a bunch of those, I need a bunch of those. Lapis, I made it all block. There's times where I've made multiple 64s of these, and it doesn't matter. You roll through them because once you get up to the tier 6, I believe you need, I want to say like 60 of these things. So you need one per cell, and you have to upgrade it. So you have to go from the tier 1 to the tier 2 to the tier 3 to the tier 4, 5, 6. So you need a lot of these cells. So I'm just gonna go ahead and make like 2 stack, or as much as I can, I guess. So that should be enough for that. And interconnect, this is where we run into a little bit of an issue because of the iron right now as we sit. But like I said, I only need 10, so let's just try to make that. Should be able to. Oh, yep. We also need black concrete powder, which does throw a monkey wrench into everything. I believe that's the right saying. So does this use the wet concrete? Concrete powder. Okay, it doesn't. Right? Yeah. Okay, we just need a powder. Okay, so that's not that big of an issue. But I mean, we need sand, gravel, and black dye. So back to Botania for the black dye. That's why I said you definitely want to go and get some flowers for Botania. It comes in like giant help, giant help. So let's go ahead and try making some of this. I don't have gravel. Ooh, gravel is, I believe, cobblestone. I think I've said that like 600 times this episode, like this series, but pretty sure you just pulverize this. Not mistaken. Yeah, that's what I thought. But again, we need 10 of these, which means we need 10 of those, 10 of those. So we only need 3 recipes of this. So we only need 12 concrete powder. And how much does it generate in the recipe? Generates 8. So we only need 2. So we only need 8 gravel. So that's good. That's all we need for now. I just want to make what we need for now, and then in between episodes I can go through and sort of mass produce a lot of this stuff so it's not backed up. Okay, so I should be able to make, oh, I don't have the iron block. Boom. Oh, I need 10 of those, huh? Yeah, I need 10 of these. Give me another iron block. Bink. Oh. Now I need 10, so I need 40. Oh, so I need... I was going to say I'm out of redstone. Excuse me? Got enough. 12. Like I said, you are going to need those, so. And technically, I think you need a little bit more of those because you do have to make some of these structure panels. And then also, eventually, you're going to need some null modifiers because you can add some modifiers to it. You will need some null modifiers just to be able to do a little bit better. The only modifiers I know about is this piezo modifier. I believe it's so the solar arrays can generate power even though it's raining. I believe that's what the piezo is. The speed modifier, I mean, that's pretty straightforward. Luck, I believe that is just for the... Because once you get to the ore miners, there's an ore miner somewhere here. Yeah, right here. The void ore miner. Once you get to those, you can put different colored lenses depending on what ore you want. And I believe if you put luck on it, it increases your percentage that you can get it. So if we put a cyan, that's for diamonds. Or maybe it's light blue. I'm not 100% about those. But one of them is for diamonds. And if you put luck, maybe it increases your chance of getting the ore for that lens. Not 100%. Like I said, I'm a little bit new to this mod as well. So it's going to be a little bit of a process as we go here. So... I got those 10. Now we need the controller. So we need another 9, 18. So we need another 36 of these. So we need more green dye. What is this thing called? I always forget what the name of it is. The pedal. Pestle and mortar? We'll go with it. Also need shears, I think. I do have 2 diamond shears. Right before I started this episode, I made one just so I had it, and I forgot that I already had one. We'll leave that go. I have the bone meal, so I'm just gonna do one of these real quick. That's some bad frames right there. Alright, we got enough green. We might get rid of that top house a little bit later once everything's out of there. We might get rid of it and just put like a little entryway on our factory. Or maybe we'll just patch this so I don't have to fly over it. We'll probably just patch it just to keep it. I don't want to get rid of everything that we've done. I need what, 36 more? I believe I said. So I think that should... Let me make sure. Yeah, so 9, and then we needed 4, so we need 36, yes. So 36 divided by 4, back to 9, right? Yeah, so 9. So I need 18 green. The reason I'm doing that is with the bone meal, it creates 2. 18. Okay, so that should be everything that we need for that, right? Yep. Perfect. 4. Put that in there. Put one of those in there. I need it for the recipe. And do I have the lapis? Ooh, please. I'm out of lapis. Okay. So let's go down here, clear that, go to lapis. Where are you found? You are found at 15. So, I think here's what I'll do. It's dark. Okay, so you have to go one below where this is. So let's go up to 15. So that's here. Yeah. Gonna keep it on the same wall here. Yeah. Right? Did I do that wrong? I did that wrong. Okay, so that's where we're gonna come in at. And then I'm most likely gonna mine that way. No. No. No, no. That's gonna go towards them. I guess it won't matter because I'm not going down that far for the other floors. Yeah, we can go that way. Gonna have an issue. So I'm gonna go ahead and mine for some lapis here. I'm going to cut this time. Like I said in a few episodes before, if you guys prefer me to include this, just let me know. But I'm gonna go ahead and mine for some lapis, and I will be right back. And we are back. So I didn't get a lot. I just did a quick little mine, maybe like 3 to 5 minutes. Probably could have just kept recording, but I did cut. So like I said, I didn't get a lot. I'm hoping I got enough. I got 148. I found a good little vein, and then with fortune it helped a lot. So okay, so we were doing what exactly? This, right? Okay, so I have the solar array controller now. Now we need to make an assembler. Oh, whew, thank God we have one. Okay, so if I was to just place this here, I know it's not going to work here, but if I right click, shift right click, it destroys it. If I left click, it tells you what you need. So the required blocks are 4 null modifiers we don't have. Structure frame tier 1, you need 16, and then you need 9 solar cells. So you can use any solar cell that you want, but the controller that's what tells you how many, but you sort of want to use the same tier, because if not, you don't generate as much power. So we need 4 null modifiers, which are right here. So just some more interconnects. So we only need 4 interconnects. Let's just do this here so we can do everything. What don't we have? We don't have iron. About to. Get rid of this. Go in my backpack, grab put that there. Grab that. Put that there. Put output. Change this. And give me some iron. Thank you. So once we get some iron, we can do the null modifiers. Let's see what else we can do here. Just put all this in here. Okay, so we needed, let me hit T to get this. 16 structure frame tier 1. So structure frame tier 1, we need 16, which means we need 32 more litherite. I'm just going to go ahead and just do a bunch of... Also, while I was mining, I did find a lime flower down underneath. So that's good. So yeah, we just need a bunch of this. So green. Go ahead and make a stack of this stuff. And mortar. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I got a stack of the green, and then I have the flower. Wait. Oh, it's not a flower, it's a mushroom. It's not going to do anything. Oh, man, I lied. I got 36 of that. Is that enough? I needed 16. I only need 32, right? Yeah. Yeah, that's enough. Cool. Oh, boy. So I need 14 of those, and then I need 4, so that's 18. I need 18 of these. What don't I have? Center. Let me just click on interconnect. Iron. Who would have thought that I would need iron? Hey, go back up. Let's put that in there. Let's do this. And then needed 18, I believe. So I'm just going to make 6 blocks. That should give me enough, right? Run out of everything else, of course. Why wouldn't I? Oh yeah, that's enough. Cool. There we go. Got 24 of those. Of course I'd run out. Just run out of everything here, huh? I don't want to make too many of those because I don't have that much iron. I only have 65 left. So. Wrong thing. That's why I didn't really make all of those. Okay, so I have the interconnect. Be good there. So I needed 16 of these. There we go. 16. I don't want to waste more of the litherite than I have to, so that's why I'm trying to make exact here. So 4 null modifiers. I should have the iron in there now. Ooh, 1 short on those. What am I missing? Not that null modifier. Where'd it go? There it is. Okay. Now we have everything that we need. Because the solar arrays are poop. So I got the 9, the 4, the 16. We have everything we need. Now, this side here is where I want to go up and have the solar array area. But just for the time being, so I can sort of explain what's going on here. I'm just gonna put it right here. So if you are to hold, like, left click, right click, build it. So if you have all the materials in your inventory, and if you just right click and just hold right click, and it'll place everything, and then down on the bottom how it says assembled, it'll go from now. See, true. So this is only generating 549 FE. I don't know if that's the same. It looks like it is because at the top it's that's 1,000 RF. So that's 115,000 RF. That's what this holds. So I believe it just generates 549. So it's not at. Is it as strong as these? 549. So that's a little under 5 of these. It's a little over 4. And we have 6. So technically with all of these working, it's not generating as much as the solar array, but this is working as long as it's daytime and clear. I can take out one of the null modifiers for one of the piezo modifiers, but you need erodium and also lonzolite crystal. So to upgrade, say we wanted to go from tier 1 to tier 2, that's where the issue comes in. So to get the tier 1 to tier 2, you need erodium. And the erodium, the only way to get it, the only way, is from a void ore miner. So you can't take the litherite and surround it by another ore. There's no way to go from litherite to erodium. So the only way to advance in the environmental tech mod is you have to create a void ore miner controller tier 1. So you have to make a tier 1 and it has a chance of getting the tier 2. As you can see here, this is the tier 2, the erodium. If we use a tier 1 and we use a crystal lens, we have a 4.77% of getting it. If we use a tier 2, which obviously we can't craft yet, you have a 4.48. So it's actually better to use a tier 1 to get a tier 2. Now to go from tier 2 to 3, you also need to do the same thing. So to get to the 3rd tier, which you need chironite, you have to use a tier 2. You can't use a tier 1. So it has to be like the step below it, basically. So you create one to get enough ores that you need for the next one, and then you just craft the next one, and then keep going and going and going and going. So basically our next step is to create one of these void ore miners. As you can see, it's not too bad, but if we were to craft this, you do need a lot more stuff than the solar array for the miner. You need a lot more structure. You also need some structure panels. You can make them clear so they're not there, but you need some structure panels, you need structure frame, you need null modifiers, you also need a lens, and then you also need a laser core. So there's a lot more to go with the void ore miner. So I'm probably going to go ahead and get the materials needed in between episodes, and then next episode we can go ahead and just build it real quick. Now the void ore miner does need a direct site to bedrock. So if we were to do it, just say this spot right here, we would have to dig straight down to bedrock because it has to be able to see it. So what it does is it shoots a laser out of the bottom, and if it doesn't recognize that the bottom is bedrock, it won't work. So that's the only way to get the ore miner to work. But this right now is generating power, but we're not sending it anywhere. So we could use the energy storage from the flux network. It holds 256,000 RF. It's actually not too bad, and it's not too expensive either. So let's go see if we have enough for that, and then we can use a point so we can have a backup of power. Because like I said, once the solar panel runs out of, obviously, daylight, it's just going to start using power. And if there's no power generated while you're using it, you're shut down. And since everything that we have is stored on the computer, if you have no power, you have no storage. Then you're kind of screwed. I don't have any of those. Oh, that was a lot easier than I thought it was going to be. Okay, we also need a flux. I don't have any. But we also need a point, right? Yeah. No. We need a plug. Yeah, we need a plug. What am I missing? Oh. The reason I need a plug is this is for adding energy. I need to take energy. We also need one of these. Right? No, we just need a plug. You place the plug on the... I can set this down, let's say here. Right click. Boom. So right now it's taking energy from this. As you can see, it's draining that completely. But if I go up and... See, now it's full. So now we have 256 as a buffer. But if we go up and add a plug to this right here, the controller, and we take that and go bink. Now that is also inputting the 549 a tick to this container. So now this is charging this, and then also the solar panel. So if this runs on a lava, the solar panel will charge this. This can use everything else, technically. But I don't have a plug on this to send it out to all the other machines. So to technically, basically to use this, I would also need a plug on this to send it, because these are points. Not that. Let's go over here. I don't have any down there that's easy to show. But the point, I believe, don't I have one over here? Yeah, okay. So the point takes energy out of our network. So if we were to put, actually no, this should be, yeah, this should be in with the network. Yeah, this is on the network. So this is just like a battery that the points can pull out of. Yeah, we don't need anything on that, technically. I believe that's how, I mean, that's how it should work. But this is on the network, that's just like a battery being connected. So we should be fine. Yeah, we should be good. Okay, let me empty out some of this. Holy lordy. Give me that. Go get rid of all these. Easiest way to get rid of it, trash can, put it in there. Make sure you have nothing that you're using in here, because as soon as you close out of the inventory, it's all gone. So whatever you do, make sure you double check what you're doing, so you don't accidentally delete everything. I've done it multiple times. That's good for now. So trash can up here top left. Place everything in there. I do this when I'm mining a lot. And just clear it out. So yeah. So we went ahead and made the solar panel. We also did a little bit with the elevators. Just added another floor at the very bottom. So yeah, that's the introduction to the environmental tech. We'll be using this mod a lot here in the next few episodes, just to try getting that void ore miner up and running. Probably do that next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and call it there. And feel free to like, subscribe, and also ring the notification bell so you know when I go live. I try to alternate every other day for Minecraft, and then I also have another series that I'm uploading right now. It's the Tomb Raider from 1996, the Tomb Raider 1, original Tomb Raider. I'll upload that alternatively to the Feed the Beast series. So it's not like a Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, because I don't upload Sunday. So I believe it alternates every other week as the opposite days. I'm going to probably change that so everything's sort of on a schedule. So I have Feed the Beast Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, or Monday, Wednesday, Friday. And then I'll do the other series Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. So probably going to try to do that instead of what I'm doing now, because I always skip a day or miss a day or have an issue with the video editing and processing. And I always run into something, so I want to sort of have like a set schedule so I could just edit a few videos and then set them out to go live for the next 2 days instead of what I'm doing now. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and call it there, and I will catch you guys in the next one.